1038.
Massive fans have gathered. Streets have been blocked off. That could only happen for one man. Yes, Tom Cruise is here in Vienna with Mission Impossible 5, and I'm so excited to say we're going to be chatting to him very soon. It's always got to be a massive bonus when you have Tom Cruise as a star, but it has to be a bit of a hindrance when he insists on doing all the stunts. Is there any stopping him, and who do you get to insure him?
No, there's definitely no stopping him, and we wouldn't want to. It's the insurance question. We will leave that to for. But really, it goes to what Tom is willing to do to entertain an audience, and he talks about it constantly and always wanting each mission to top the one that came before it. And with this one, it was really the A400 hanging onto the side of that airplane, or a sequence people aren't talking about as much, but Tom actually learned how to hold his breath for 6 minutes to shoot the tourist sequence, and that is underwater. And there is really no task he won't accomplish to entertain an audience and to make an amazing set piece.
Well, I was going to ask, is there one stunt that you'll go, no, Tom, no? Or you're just not brave enough?
There has actually never been a stunt that I've actually said no to Tom, because knowing he won't take no for an answer. So the answer is always, okay, we'll figure it out.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hi, Christopher. Lovely to meet you. I'm Serena. Mission Impossible, it is such an iconic and popular series. How did you feel about coming on board?
A little bit intimidated, a little freaked out, and for a while you feel like you have to top the other movies or live up to them, and I realized very quickly that all you really had to do was make your movie and make a movie that stood with all those other films, and that was a lot of fun.
You'd never know that you'd never done a film like this before. How did you make it look so effortless?
Wow, well that's very kind. I haven't seen it, and whatever you have seen yet. I think it's Tom, it's Chris, it is the support. It's basically a schedule of working out 6 hours a day, 6 days a week, learning skill. I had Pilates as ground tool to everything. There's so much you don't think about when you see an action movie like this, so hats off to anyone who tries to endeavor it, because any little kick, any little rotation, and you have to understand how the anatomy of a body works so that you won't strain a muscle.
Hello.
Most people call Tom Cruise an action man. I just heard you describe him as a mum. Why?
Because he really cares about everybody, and he whenever there's a dangerous stunt and he's on the set and he's not involved in it, he makes sure that everyone's okay. He couldn't watch me do my fight scene because he was worried I kept getting thrown against the wall. He looked like it hurt. And I was like, Tom, I just watched you fly on the side of a plane and you're worried about me going smacking into a sort of soft wall. But that's just part of who he is. He really does care about what people think and experience, and that's why he goes to such lengths with his movies to give people a good experience. That's part of who he is. He's a very caring guy, and that's kind of sweet. Yes, there it is. That was from Tom, and I think we can exclusively reveal, if I take it off, that on the back it says Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, and that was a gift after shooting from TC, which is we all got, me, Ving, Jeremy, and Rebecca.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Great to meet you, Serena from Ireland.
Hello.
Tom, there's so many fans out there waiting for you today. Do you ever get used to the adulation, and how does it make you feel?
It's just I make movies for audiences, and it's something that I want to entertain them. It's just such a warm, fun. I never expect it, and it's really beautiful. They love movies. I love making movies for them, and I feel it to be a privilege, actually.
Thanks, Tom.
No, thank you.
Spin 1038.